I don't know what's going on with that, but it is what it is. You run to the store and get more waters. I'm out. There we go. There's earplugs. Where are my earplugs? Let me go find some earplugs. Got the earplugs. We're back. Not sure if it's too late to do the live stream or not, but I've been playing around a little bit with the time and everything, and that's half an excuse for me being late today. Seeing what time works best, when do I get the most viewers, blah, 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 blah. You know that whole jazz, all that jazz, and all that jazz. Let's get those in. Let's turn the fan on. There we go. I keep a fan. I take the cover off my my phone, and I have a fan pointed off to the side, going across it. Katie Van Vosen, hello. How are we doing? And that helps keep it cool. I've had a problem in the past with my phone overheating. Well, I mean, we're in a forge, so it's going to be a hot environment. And Jerry Potter. Hello. Katie Van Vossen, what am I talking about? Well, I was just getting set up and I was explaining my setup a wee bit. And Ryan's channel, how are you? I'm doing great, and how are you? It's getting a little warm in here. I haven't even turned the forge on. So today we're going to be working on the sword some more. There's still work to do to the crossguard. It's not quite straight and everything. You just got 19 views in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. That's pretty cool. Oh, awesome. Yeah, right? But instead of working on the crossguard today, even though I kind of want to get this just done and over with, I want to work on the blade some. So let's get this off. Then we'll fire up the forge. See, like, it doesn't quite line up, like everything is off center a little bit, so I need to get that straightened out, but that's not a today project. I want to get the rest of the sword at least further along. Let's put this somewhere I'm not going to lose it, because we all know how that goes. Set it back there. Let's get this bad boy fired up, and someone remind me to get more water. Down to my last 2 bottles. I don't have any Red Bull with me, so it's got to be water. Actually, let's get this pointed over at the little doobly-doo. Fire! looks good, thank you. Hey, will you be participating in a sword cutting challenge? That wasn't really my intention. This is just, well, this is basically me just screwing around. So this isn't for a commission or a challenge or anything. This is me. I wanted to make a sword, and I want to do it live. So I figured, why not? And when it's done, if it turns out well, I'll put it up for sale. If it turns out like junk, I'll still probably put it up for sale just less. Because I need to pay bills. Awesome. I might have to buy a few. Thank you. Got to put on eye protection. It depends on what I'm doing is whether or not I put on the eye protection, but I do have a big face shield. And also, do as I say, not as I do. I am not very safety conscious when it comes to myself. I am when it comes to other people. Alan Cover, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Alan. How are we doing today, brother? And yes, I did. The vape still works, even though it almost hurt. Honestly, might get one for cosplay. That's awesome. I also do like armor. I do seamstress stuff. I do leatherworking, woodworking. I make everything but good financial decisions. If you notice, I trimmed my beard down. Got a little crispy last week. Two sides. So I had to give it the chop. You're a big fan of Knight Armor. Well, I am Knights. At least by name. And I make armor. Just saying. Alright, let's get this in the fire. Make a whole set of armor? I can, and I have. Alan, got a new tent at the flea market, never used it. Dude, that's awesome! What kind of tent? It's like a craft tent or like a camping tent? Is it more like a bivvy or is it like a 2-person, 3-person, 6-person? I haven't gone camping this year. I really need to. Awesome! Right? Found my maker's mark. Could I be a mod for this stream? I'm not sure how to set that up. And I'm just streaming from my phone, so I'm not sure how to set that up at this point. But we'll talk. But so I don't lose this thing again. Made a little handle for it. Instead of using a pair of vice grips, I still need to tighten this up a little bit. Let's see, it's a little loose. It holds everything nice and good. Oh, okay. I don't really. Yeah, I do need to get a moderator at some point. Nice Maker's Mark holder. Thank you. I wanted to do something a little bit different, but when it came down to it, I just want to get this done so that I wouldn't lose this damn thing again. Because I bought it for $100 a couple of years ago, and now they want like $250 to replace it almost. No bueno. Alright, we're almost at temperature. I need my glove. Need to make mine. I used Stamp Yours. They're good. A little bit more on the expensive side. Tony Hamilton said hi. Well, hello, Tony Hamilton. And So it's worth it. It's just, it's such a small little thing. BTW, I suggest you to stop vaping. Just my opinion, not forcing. I know I've been trying to quit. I used to smoke 2 packs a day. I'd like to get down to where I can smoke a pipe and enjoy it. Because I do like smoking a good tobacco pipe. I make them too. But the amount of nicotine that's naturally in tobacco versus what's in a vape or cigarettes, it's difficult. So I've been slowly trying to weed myself off. You're right. I should. And in the long run, it'd save me money, which is even better. I really should have bought a different size piece of stock, but live and learn. Do I have any kids? I do. And that could be interesting in this too. Yes, but I am not letting my child or children be on social media of any kind because of weirdos. And if you've read some of the past chats from my live streams, you would kind of understand. But when the cameras are not on, they do actually help me in the smithy, in the wood shop, in the leather shop, fixing cars, doing stuff. They actually do help and participate. And they actually want to become a full-fledged blacksmith like my father, which touch right at the heartstrings. Got a new wood stove. I have to get swapped out with the pot belly. Ooh, that's awesome. Ryan Channel. Kind of looks like Darth Vader's lightsaber inside. It does. You know, the camera makes it look a lot hotter than it actually is in reality. Katie Von Lawson. How long have you been doing this? About 21 years. And yeah, it does look like Vader's light. It kind of does. It got that bright glow, doesn't it? I think the Sith are a little bit more on the redder side. This is more like white. it ain't red, put it to bed. Yeah, pretty much. Sword? Yep, I'm working on a sword. Have you ever thought of making a curved pirate sword? I have made, a long time ago when I was still in high school, I made a nice cutlass, which is that curved pirate sword. And I did a really pretty pierced basket hilt on it. And I definitely undersold myself. I sold it for about $200. I put a lot more time and effort into it. But live and learn. I was young and dumb. I'm no longer young. So progress. Time flies. Yes, it does. Couple minutes here, we're going to be about ready to start cutting it down to shape. Yeah, time flies. Are you in Tennessee? Nope, I'm in Northeast Pennsylvania. That stuff will kill you. Yeah, it will. Casey, he's careful with it. Chill. Don't think negative. Yeah, all this stuff will kill me. Everything will kill me. But I'll tell you this. Life is the number one cause of death. 100% mortality rate. Fatality rate. Looking at the hell, drinking too much water will kill you. Also, not drinking enough will kill you too. Hey, what we doing, country kid? Working on a sword. What you doing? Sick AF. Also, I suck. Well, thank you for subbing. I'm in Tennessee. Want to collab? You know what? That would be awesome. Same. I also suck. Ah, that's great. Hopefully, by the time the weather turns, I'll have enough people and enough watch time on here that I'll actually get monetized again, so I can start making some money back. Also, once the weather starts getting a little bit cooler, this will be a little bit more pleasant. It is hot today. Also, doesn't have to hurt that I have a 3,000 degree fire next to me. I think there's a badger under your table. I don't know. I saw something move. Things do move in here. There are no badgers. There might be a mouse or something running around. What's the temp? It's only 78 degrees right now, but the fire's about 3,000 degrees. So, like, if I had a badger in the shop, I would name him Fred, and he'd be my friend. We're almost to the point where you can cut this to size. Comment held for review. Let's see why. My dad said if he bet it, he'd kill it immediately. Let's move that. It's getting a little warm. Sitting over there. Well, I can understand that, but so how do you make the handles to the swords? Well, I drill out some wood. I get it close and I burn it in. Then I file it and make it pretty. I put a pommel on the end. I already made the crossguard. Needs to be trued up, but it's made. I'm working on a sword. What am I? Another comment for review. It's not letting me view the message. Oh, Pawn Thang said hello. And thank you for all the love, man. Sunflash Mace for badger names for the shop. Not bad. I should, you know, if I ever got a pet badger, I'd rename him something off of that book, Redwall Abbey. Brian Jacques. I also want to have a Redwall style feast where everyone brings a dish from the book. I think that'd be an absolute hoot. Let's see, be back. Gotta make some cookies. Ooh, I love cookies. I am very food motivated. Corey, genuine question. How do you make tongs without them to start? You start with a longer piece of steel. And you make one end, wait for that to cool, flip it over, make the other end, then cut it, and then you're off to the races. I'll do a dedicated video on making tongs one day. And gotta break out the red wall. Yes, you do. Mel Veliquez said hi. Hello, Mel and Alan. That's where the name came from. Woo, even better. Gotta adjust that a little bit. Take a little from the vape. Okay, we're about to the point where we're gonna cut it to length here in a minute. Message held for review. I always told that the first thing you should make yourself, love from Ireland. Oh, I've got somebody from Ireland. That's awesome. I don't know why these are all getting stopped. All these messages, all these lovely messages. Where's my hot cut? I actually put it away for a change. Ain't that nice? Hope you don't mind me saying, but you look Irish also. I am about 50% Irish. And Livingthorne. What are you doing, bro? Making a sword. What you doing? Yeah, I'm about half Irish. So, I'm trying to learn Gaelic, but it's kind of hard to learn Irish Gaelic when no one around you speaks it. But I'm working on it. Alright. Oh. That's the problem. This one only goes up to 20-some inches. We'll use this guy. Now I also have some stock that I can use to Invacrafter. That's awesome. Corey Bradley. Chucky Arla. And where am I from? I'm from Northeast Pennsylvania. Or at least that's where I am now. Tell me, I know I got one guy from Ireland in here now, so where's everyone else from? Out so I can get a good measurement. I gotta start stretching this out, I guess. Because we won't be cutting it. That's alright, that'll be easy enough to stretch. Starting up here then. Chucky Arla means our day will come. Very popular Irish day. Chucky Arla. I like it. Let me reposition the camera again so you can see the horn. That's where a lot of this is going to be coming. Is the chain to dampen the noise? Yeah, it does help. Also, this is the anvil stand itself is full of rubble. And what blade style are you making for this one? I'm thinking some sort of an English cross sword, long sword. Not sure if I'm going to do it hand and a half or two hand. I want about a 36-inch blade, which I believe is a two-handed blade. I want to have a decent distal taper on it. And I'm thinking about having a 3/4 fuller running from the ricasso up. And yeah, the chain does dampen the noise quite a bit. It needs to get wrapped around a little bit better. And the anvil needs to get re-secured down. Because I did some classes for the public a couple months ago. And I just haven't, strapped this back down a bit. So I had to use this anvil and my travel anvil to do the classes, along with my travel smith. So yeah, I am doing some sort of English long sword type thing, but we'll see what it actually turns out to be when I'm done. I'm letting the metal and the workflow dictate what it turns out. Which is nice, because I'm usually beholden to what a client wants. And this time, I get to do what I want. Now, that doesn't happen often. What roughly in the States am I? I am in Northeast Pennsylvania. And let the metal speak! Yes. I very rarely get to do that, so when I can, I really try to just let the metal tell me what it wants to do. Where we are lengthwise. About another 2 inches. So I'm thinking about having all the furniture for the blade being hot pressed, having the handle being black walnut, but I want it like octagonal and twisted, and I'm going to have a metal spacer in the center. So I'll have it twist one way, hit the spacer, then twist another, then have like a teardrop sort of shaped pommel at the bottom where the twisting kind of terminates. I think it would be really pretty. Pretty is what makes money. Usually. I suppose some people like ugly stuff, but it's not quite my style, you know? And we're going to switch out to my favorite here, since we're getting close. black walnut already? Yes, I do. I have it sitting there and there. I got a bunch already chopped up. I usually make pipes out of it. That's been seasoned for about, I don't know, 12 years, 14 years. So I got the black walnut, I got the brass, all the stuff to do the hot brass, and it's just a matter of going through the motions, getting the blade forged out. I'm just about there, though. Just about there. Arm starting to tighten up though right here. Yeah, that muscle right there, tight, getting tight. Bicep is too, right there. That's where it hurts after a while. Yeah, I got the walnut. I'm still not sure what material I'm going to use for the pommel, or if I'm going to buy something and just chunk it off. In all reality, that's probably the smartest, safest thing to do is just buy something. Working from there. Since when have you known me to be smart? But now we can start laying in the bevels, I believe. I do believe. You know, now that we got the thickness and the length we want, we can start putting the bevels in and start getting the width back. And go back down to the ricasso. I think I want about a 2-inch ricasso, 1.5 to 2-inch ricasso. I think that would be nice, and then have it flare out a little later. And that's where the it's going to come. The fuller. Get a nice fat, thick fuller running in there. That will really spread that material. Still keep the blade nice and light. That's the trick. That's the ticket, baby. piece. This is the part that I'm the worst at, is doing the bevels. Screw up pommel, or anchor. I don't quite trust. I'm not sure, because I want everything to line up perfect. So I think I'm going to do a peen pommel, which I know I'm going to have to draw out the tip of my tag a little bit further for that. I think I'm going to do I guess an anchor is what it's called. But peen, have a piece sticking out the end and peen it over. I've done that style. I've done the screw-ons. I like the peen better. It's easy to tighten up without losing your registrations. Now, if it's a circular or ovular thing, I'd probably do screw-on. But since I want the lines to all match up for the twist, I think peen is the way to go. I can't wait for fall to hit and proper. This heat's killing me. I'm dying. I wish I had a lake or a creek or something by the shop. So as soon as I'm done, I can just rip off my shirt and apron, rip off the kilt and dive right in. This is hot. We'll get there. We are getting there. to say this 1095 is behaving so much nicer than the last Damascus sword I made. That thing was a pain in the butt. 6 more minutes. I can do 6 more minutes. I think what I'm going to do also is when this whole thing is finished, I'm going to take all of these live streams, cut them up, and turn them into a forging video. I think that would be pretty cool. What do you think? I think so. Almost there. Almost done. Another week or two and so I'll be finishing work, which happens mostly off a live stream. We'll be working on something else. I think bottle openers. I saw these really cool bottle openers I'd like to try and replicate. They're like little skulls, so you can just toss them in your pocket. I think those would be cool. Try to do a few of those. Maybe some bodkin arrowheads. I saw what's his face, that English dude, Alex Steele. He did a challenge of how many arrowheads he could make in a day. I think he ended up making 45. He also taught a couple classes, like one-on-one sessions. So I want to see how well I can do with my setup. I think I can do pretty respectably. I need for when I'm doing longer projects like this, I need to get like a extended holder or something, you know, just so I can, so it's not touching the top of the forge. That's not. These things are a pain in the ass to reline. And this one, I just relined this one from scratch, and it already needs to get done again. Pain in the butt. But after this sword, I'll probably reline it and just recoat it with refractory cement. Go from there. Everything's always a learning curve. If you're no longer learning, you're not doing it right. Starting to get that ridge line. Yeah, baby. All right, folks. So that's the show for the week. But let me steal this fan here for a minute. That feels very nice. Letting that guy normalize up there a little bit because we did put a lot of stress on it. That feels nice. Okay, so a couple things. Me and my partner were talking, and out of the in this country, start getting a little bit more established. Namely, once we get the next shop, the bigger shop that I'm looking for. One thing that we do want to do is start making free, flat pack, easy to assemble bed frames and stuff for kids. Because a lot of those services are being taken away, and both her and I believe that that is something that kids shouldn't have to go without. So if you want to help us make that happen, get that next shop and actually start doing bigger stuff and more stuff and giving back for people, and also getting, classes. I want to teach like actual classes, not just stuff on YouTube or at festivals. Go over to patreon.com/Knightsmith, and let's start making this into something real and big. And I don't think I would limit it to just this country. I'd ship it wherever, I'm thinking, as long as it's not like impossible. But that is one thing that we were talking about, and I agree wholeheartedly with, that kids shouldn't have to not have a bed. I can't do the mattress, but I can do the bed frames. And I've made, it seems like I make 1 or 2 beds a year, every year, for clients. So I've gotten pretty good at it. I think that's something I could easily provide, especially once I get a bigger shop and I can have a dedicated wood shop and a dedicated smithy. I should be able to, pump a couple of those out a week for impoverished kids. Can't change the world, but I can help a few people. And I think the sooner we can do that, the better. So, yeah, patreon.com/Knightsmith. Let's make it happen. Because we don't just make swords and knives here. We make bad business decisions, like giving stuff away. I am hot and sweaty. And I'm pretty much done sitting next to this fire today. So, thanks for coming out, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And thank you. Thank you so much for helping me to make this world better, one kerf at a time, and I'll see y'all later.